Hi, this is New Attitude with Jamie Carmel. This is a new subject we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about divorce. Now, this is serious stuff. Let's not have that much controversy today on this subject. Divorce. How do we start this topic? Divorce is very high today in this society. It wasn't like it was back in the day. Over 65% of your first marriage ends up in divorce. Then it gets higher, almost 85% in your second marriage. And then over your third marriage, oh my God. So let's talk about divorce. How does divorce affect people? Now, I myself have been divorced. It's been quite a while now since I've been divorced. I was married for almost 15 years, close to 15 altogether. And when we marry someone, let's talk in the beginning about marriage. When you meet somebody, you want to make the right decision when you marry someone, because that's going to be your life partner. That's going to be someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Lord, it sounds like a prison sentence, doesn't it? But we don't really think when we decide who we're going to marry. Sometimes it's just on a whim. Sometimes we think it's a good idea, but we don't really know what we're getting ourselves into. Now, you know I always bring up my own personal experience. When I got married later in life. I was in my early 30s, mid-30s, about 34, 35. And I was really having a good time being single. And one of my friend's mother, I sent her a Christmas card. And at the time, the cat that I had was still alive. And I said, sign Jamie and the cat's name. Well, the mother sent me a Christmas card back, or got in touch with me and said, oh my God, did you get married? Really, lady? The cat's name was Ziggy. Did I marry a man named Ziggy? Was I married to Ziggy Marley? Wish. Anyway, come on, lady. Really? So I felt that I was missing out on something. I was really enjoying my single life, dating, had a nice career, living by myself, enjoying my freedom, had a single cat. I was in my 30s. I was having a good time. Then I said to myself, what's going on? Do I have to get married? So, silly me not using my head, ended up getting married, and probably not for the right reasons. We have to get married for the right reasons and to the right person. Now, at the time, I was working with someone who was really just coming out of divorce himself, probably really wasn't divorced all the way. There was things that were secretive. And I was told by other people saying, run for the hills, lady. What do you want to marry him for? 2 young children? Anyway, I love kids. But make a long story short, as you could see, after 20 years. So let's talk about divorce a little bit, people. I know several married people that are in very unhappy marriages. I know one man that cheats on his wife. I know one man that just is miserable as hell. I know people that just stay together. Why? Why live an unauthentic life? Be true to yourself. Why would you want to be in a situation that life is too short? Why be miserable? Now, fast forward to where I am today. When I was married, and I would probably like to put a picture in here to show you in this video, how unhappy I was. I was fat, very depressed, had a lot of ailments, just wanted to be out of that situation. But how do we get out of a situation that we don't want to be in? A lot of people like to be in their comfort zone. We get used to our comfort zone, even though it's a miserable zone. We don't want to be uncomfortable. Good Lord, be uncomfortable. You want your freedom. You want to be free. You don't want to be handcuffed to someone that you don't want to spend the rest of your life with. Someone that you have nothing in common with anymore. There's no sexual stuff going on. Let's not even go there. That's another whole video. Let's not be unhappy. Why live a miserable life? Now, there's a lot of reasons. Sometimes it's financial. Sometimes children are involved. Sometimes you're just comfortable. You just don't want to uproot. And sometimes you don't know what's out there. That's what happened to me about 9 years ago. I was comfortable being miserable. I didn't know what was going on out here. I didn't know I was going to look as gorgeous as I look. But let's be serious for a second. It's unknown. It's frightening. We don't know what's going on out there. And to do it alone? Now, let's go back to divorce. Divorce is very high in this country because people just nilly-willy. Let's get married. Let's run to Vegas. Let's get Elvis impersonator to marry us. Come on, folks. We don't need that. We need to use our head when we pick a partner. Now, I have a different view on marriage today. Do I know people that have good marriages? Absolutely. I do know people that have good marriages, but they work on their marriage. It's a work, constantly in progress, always in progress. I know several people that have excellent marriages, and sometimes it's their second and third marriage, and it really works out. But it's not everybody. You really have to put an effort in there. I have a couple, she's watching right now, who have an excellent marriage. She's the third wife of a man. They have so much in common, but they work together. They work on it constantly, and they're almost married 20 years. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to work on a marriage, and it takes two people, not just one, two people to get it together. Two people to say, what's going on? We're not working out here. Let's go to therapy. Let's talk it out. And if it isn't working out, let's dissolve this marriage and go live an authentic, real life. That's what life's all about. We don't want to be miserable. Now, another personal set that I have to say. I'd rather be by myself with my cat than to be with someone in this house with miserableness, fightingness, craziness. I'd rather be all alone in a corner. I'm telling you right now, I would not tolerate that nonsense. I wouldn't tolerate not having sex, not getting along, fighting. No way. No way. Now, there is a lot of divorce in this country. A lot. Too much. Because people do not use their heads. Now, I'm going to quote Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil says, before you get divorced, do as much work as you possibly can to make sure that is the right decision. And I absolutely agree with that. Decide fully, is this the right decision? Do I need to get rid of this person? Do I really need to get divorced? And you decide that. Now, once you make that decision, you have to follow through. You can't stay miserable. You can't stay miserable and cheat on your partner. That's not what life's about. It's not being real. And who wants to live that kind of life? Who wants to live a bunch of lies? I know I don't. Now, I have an old saying I always say, I'd rather be hurt by the truth than be comforted by a lie. That is my own saying, by the way. And let's dissect that saying. I'd rather live by the truth than be comforted by a lie. Sometimes when someone's lying to you, they're trying to comfort you. And that's not really comforting you, because at the end, the truth always comes out. Eventually, the truth comes out. Now, I knew for a long time my marriage wasn't a disaster. I waited and waited and waited. And then finally, my husband just said, I want to get out of here. Now, he wasn't going to divorce me. I had to follow through on that. I said, you know what? You're absolutely right. We need to end this marriage. We need to dissolve it. It wasn't as easy as I'm saying it now. It's very hard to let go of someone that you've been with for so many years. And you're in a routine and you get into that mishmash of nonsense. It's hard. It's hard letting go to somebody, especially when it's someone that you really don't like or care about anymore. It's still difficult. So, before you get married, make sure it's the right partner. Make sure that's the person that you want to be with. And I'm not down against marriage. It's just that I don't think it's for me anymore. I don't think I can have someone coming into my house and telling me where everything's supposed to be. And that's for another video, guys. But if you do want to get married, and this is for the young people, wait until you're after 30. Make sure you live your life first. Have a career. Do not get married unless you have a career. And make sure you know who you're marrying. You don't want to marry a bum in the street. You don't want to marry someone that's not right for you. This is Jamie Carmel. Thank you for listening to another great subject of mine. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the thumbs up if you like this video. Make sure your notification bell is on because we're going to have a lot more videos. Have a great day and thank you with New Attitude with Jamie Carmel. Take care.